Guys, today I'm going to be doing a Mothercare haul. I went in there Saturday to get the boys primarily some new pyjamas because they've just been both seem to have grown loads over the last couple of weeks. So it's got so that Freddie can't fit his arm in clothes and Noah's just shot up so that like the feet pieces don't fit properly. So I was like, I need to buy some new pyjamas, and I went into Mothercare because they always have such beautiful clothes and they're always of such great quality. So I always find them like a really good place to go because I really like their stuff that they do there. But yeah, I went and got them both a couple of pairs of pyjamas each, and then I kind of stumbled across their summer wear that they're doing at the moment. And I did kind of notice that they got a little bit of a pirate sort of undersea theme going on, which I wasn't too sure on because there was some bits, it was just like it was on a bit of everything, and there was only a few items that didn't have it, which was usually characters and stuff. But I mean, if that's what they're doing this summer, then fair be. But yeah, I found some really nice pieces because we're going on holiday in August and the weather's been so warm recently. Went in there and I started scouring around twice, so I thought, why not? You know, if it's not now, it'll be in a couple of weeks' time because I'm getting things ready for the holiday. I met a guy who was in the queue behind me in Mothercare, and he came over with like 6, 8 like little tiny baby grow suits, and I was just like, I don't usually talk to people in the queue, but I couldn't help it because they were just so tiny, and I was like, oh, you got some tiny sleep suits, like a complete idiot that I am. And he just like smiled at me and he was like, yeah, me and my missus found out that we're having a baby boy. And I was like, oh, that's like, you know, and we just like had like a little conversation because there's like people in front of us were like taking forever. And I was just like, oh, are you getting excited? And, you know, things like that. And yeah, it just took me back to that time, like when I was having Noah. Like I was standing in that queue like a year and a half ago probably, and it's just, yeah, it's kind of sad to realise that it's gone so quick. But he seemed like a nice guy, and like he's got some really tiny little, you know, it just makes you reminisce, doesn't it, a little bit, because you just think, oh, that was me. But like, I just like talking about it with people, which is really weird. And Mothercare seems to be the place to talk to people about babies and stuff because the staff are always so friendly, they're open, and like you just stand at the cashier, just like chatting to them, like about their kids and their families and stuff. And I just find it really, really cute. Yeah, so yeah, I don't really want any more babies, but I'm a little bit sad that I'm out of that 12-month bit now, but hey ho, who knows, in the future maybe. Right, I got Noe, these really, really cute little jumpsuits, little tiny ones. Yeah, I really want to keep him in jumpsuits for as long as I can because I know as soon as he's like able to go into proper pyjamas, then he'll be out of grows, and I want to keep him my baby a little bit longer. So yeah, I really like them. They're like cartoony, and I like little details on him. They look really nice. I got him the stone type waterproofy shorts. I love the fact that they all have like ties on them, like so I could do them up, because my boys have like such small waists that they just fit really nicely on them, and it's just like they're so soft. That's another thing about Mothercare stuff, they're so soft and they're just made of such lovely materials. I don't know what they do with it, but it's just so lovely. But yeah, they're quite thin, so I hope he doesn't like scratch them on the gravel or anything like that. But yeah, I really like the colour, and I know that will really suit Noah. I really like him in pale colours, but I really love him in like pale like bottoms and then like really vibrant tops, which leads me on to this t-shirt. Yeah, I really, really love this. Like, I love the pattern on it. But I don't know, I was just drawn to it as soon as I walked in. It's like this toweling material, and it's so nice, and I think he looks so nice with a polo colour. But Freddie's too, actually, saying that. But yeah, I really like it, and for £7 I don't think it was too bad, because like I've been getting like 12 to 18, and I know he's only 14 months, but they seem to be quite baggy on him, so it's quite yeah, I think that'll last him at least the end of the summer, which I think is so nice. I really like that, and I'm so glad I bought it, because I'm one of them people, if I go shopping and I like something, I like it and I buy it, because I know if I don't buy it, then I will constantly keep thinking about, oh, that item. So yeah, I'm kind of not, I'm very dead certain on what I will buy. Like, if I know I like something, I just get it there and then. I mean, obviously sometimes I can't because I can't afford it, but like, if I have the money, I will get it, because, you know, there's no point, you know, YOLO and all that jazz. Another one is this really nice undersea ahoy piratey type themed t-shirt, but for £3 I thought that was a really good bargain. Like, where do you buy a t-shirt for £3 nowadays? It's like brand new as well, it's like nowhere. But yeah, it's really soft material and it looks really nice, and I think they'll look really nice with them shorts, like them tops, so I think that'll be nice. I also got Noah some socks, because his feet seem to be growing, and like, socks shrink in the wash. It's one of the bugbears of my life. It's for how many socks I have to buy the boys, because they just shrink in the wash and they like get tight so you can't pull them up and stuff like that. So I always have to, but yeah, these are nice. They like got tractors and aeroplanes and stuff like that, so can't have too many socks. Freddie, I'll start with pyjamas. I got him some monster pyjamas, but I realised when I come out they were long sleeves, and I should have probably got some t-shirt ones, especially now the summer's coming. But I don't know, I think he might be okay for a little while. But yeah, it looks really, I really like them, and they got they're mix and matched, so that you get like the bottoms are the same as the top, so that you can twist them around, like, but then you can wear them together and you can wear them like apart. Striper bottoms, monster top. Yeah, he really loves them. Like, I'll go in the shop on my own, have a look. I know what the boys like. I mean, Noah's not at that age, and Freddie, yeah, he's not bothered if I pick what I pick really at the moment. He's not at that age where he's like, I don't want you to get that. So we never usually have that trouble, but he really likes his monster pyjamas, which is great because he's a little monster. Yeah, so in the theme of shorts, I got Fred some blue 3/4. Well, I think they're meant to be knee length, but you can roll them up. They're a type where you roll them up if you like want to. Yeah, again, they're quite thin and waterproofy. Yeah, I got him 4 to 5, even though he's like really small and really skinny. I just think that, yeah, he's all grow into them, and also they got for like the strappy like pull up bits, and I think that'll be okay once he gets them on. I think they'll be alright. We could pull them up, and they might be a little bit longer, but they'll last him, and they'll probably even last him till next summer. Like, I mean, he's wearing shorts at the moment that are like from last summer, which are like, what, 3 to 4, and even some that are 2 to 3 still fit him, which is crazy. That's like, they're just so skinny. It's just like, they don't matter, and also he's not very tall, so I think they just fit. He's just generally quite petite. But yeah, he just looks so cute. He's a little cutie. And one t-shirt said, beware of the pirate. which I thought was really nice. I quite like the dip dye of the paint, scrubbed out, rubbed out. And also, it's not that material that's going to rub off. I hate that. That's what I worry about with Noah's Octopus t-shirt, is the fact that, like, when you wash them and iron them, that sometimes, like, it peels off. But I know we won't have that trouble with this t-shirt, so that'll be fine. Yeah, £4.50. Like, you know, where it's just so cheap, really, actually saying that, isn't it? It's like, but it's like, it's because I've got 2 boys and like they're growing and I have to, it's like, it's an ongoing expense. And, you know, I don't want to spend loads and loads of money on like things that are like 12 quid an item, because they don't last in them long enough. They end up dropping food down them. They probably even stain at some points. And like, as long as they look like really nice, I'm not bothered about the price almost. Like, if they look and they suit the boys, and that's fine. I really love things like Ted Baker and like Gap and stuff like that, but I just find that sometimes they're a little bit pricey for what you get. And like, my boys are just so like industrious that they just end up like knocking and falling over and grazing their knee. Before you know it, it's in the wash like 20 times. So I like the fact that like that's £4.50. Like, you can get 2 t-shirts for 8 quid, and I think that's really good. And also, they got designs that the boys were like, and they look modern and they look cool. What more do you actually want? I got this t-shirt as well for Freddie, which is bright green, and it says "Big Brother, our Captain of the Seven Seas," which I think is really cute. I really like the pirate beard and stuff. Yeah, it's really nice, really soft. Everything's so soft. I love soft clothing for little kids. It's like when they're newborns, you just want everything that feels like all velvety, don't you? And like this, it's just, I'm still the same now. I think some days, I think I actually genuinely find it really difficult to like know that they are not babies anymore. Like, they're not in like 3 to 6 months. Like, I think it's because they're growing so quick. I actually find it really hard to almost keep up with them, like clothes wise and stuff, because I don't know if it's half I don't want to accept the fact that they're bigger, or the fact that I don't actually know, but it always makes me feel sad, because like Freddie's 4 to 5 and it's like, you know, it doesn't feel right. And yeah, I won't spend ridiculous money. I don't want to. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, until they get so they're like teenagers, I don't think it's worth spending loads and loads of money, because they just keep growing. And like, and I'm quite funny about like hand-me-downs. I know that probably sounds really stuck up, but I always feel bad. Like, when like I was pregnant with Noah, I bagged up a load of Freddie stuff, like when he grew out of them, like, oh, and for the next baby, you know, like, and I actually ended up chucking like loads of stuff out, because I was just like, each baby and each kid deserves their own clothes. I know, like, obviously, like, if you can't afford it, that's one thing, but yeah, I don't ever, like, I don't want my boys to feel like that one of them's better than the other, so that, like, you know, I mean, certain things probably would get handed down, like t-shirts for like mucking around in the garden, fair do, but like every day-to-day wear, like, they're so different, their personalities, they don't wear the same things. I just feel like I want them to have their own clothes, their own identity, I suppose. Yeah, I reckon that's what it is. I want them to be recognised as Freddie and Noah, you know? Like, I don't think that's fair. And, but of course, you know, there's nothing, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I just try and avoid it at all costs, because I just try and get little and often, just so that it keeps up with them. And I mean, Freddie's got loads of clothes that he still fits in, because he's still so small that, like, they look like they've barely been washed, you know. It's like, it's amazing that, you know, as long as they last, that's great. And like, I think there's some really lovely stuff there, like for the boys, and yeah, I'm just so glad that they've got some new stuff for the summer because they need it. Noah needs his own stuff. Yeah, I'm really happy with them. I spent a good lot of money, £66 I believe it was. Yeah, £66 in Mothercare, and 2 tops each and some pyjamas, which actually is pretty damn good, I think. I think that's a pretty damn good deal. Yeah, so basically, yeah, got all their stuff ready for the summer. Now we've got some pyjamas that fit them, we've got some clothes that look nice, and yeah, that's the end, I think.